Okay. The vacuum regulator, with the pressure regulator vacuum line attached, we're hooked up to, let's see, after the fuel filter. I was getting about 34 earlier and we're at idle. Say it's about 35 now, 35 psi. And if I remove the vacuum regulator, or the pressure regulator vacuum line, and just cover it with my thumb, so this is no longer regulating. It says it should jump up to about 42 or 41 to something, and it's at 38 right now. Now it's reading a little low. Looks like it's climbing up to about 41 or so. Maybe like 39. 39 with the vacuum regulator hose attached. The pressure regulator vacuum hose detached. It says it should be like 41. It's like 38, 39. Get some gas maybe. Still about 40, 41. All right, I'm gonna reconnect it. Back down to about 34, 35. What did it say? So we're about 34, 35 with the vacuum regulator hose attached. And with it disconnected, it was almost 40. So just a little while ago, it was above 40. 35 now. I'm going to re-disconnect that. Pressure should start climbing again. But a surge like that. So when I first did this test, when I thought it was okay, I let it surge for a while until I realized I could cover that up, cover that hose up, and bring the surge back down to normal. So I let it run like this for maybe a minute, 30 seconds, and then I saw that the pressure was like 42 or something. I wrote it down in my notes, but now it looks like it's not even getting up to 40. Covering that back up so the idle goes back to normal, and I'm still reading about 38. If the pressure is higher than specified, if the pressure is within specifications when the vacuum hose is connected to the pressure regulator, but does not increase when the vacuum hose is disconnected, check for vacuum at the hose. There was. It was sucking on my finger. If there is vacuum present, replace the pressure regulator. See section 14. If there's no vacuum, check the hose for a break on obstruction. So maybe the pressure regulator is bad? Huh. Maybe the connection's just no good. Well, no, so it was... So now it's even higher than it was. It's like 38.7 or 38 now. So maybe the regulator is bad, or just seized up or something. section 14 of this thing. Sorry, it's really hard to see my screen in this. If the pressure is higher than specified, check for a pinched or flogged fuel return hose or pipe. It was not. If the pressure is lower than specified, inspect the fuel filter, make sure it's not clogged. Look for pinched and clogged fuel hose between the fuel tank and fuel rail. Check the pressure regulator for malfunction. Look for leaks in the fuel line. If there are no problems with any of the above listed components, check the fuel pump. I don't think it's my fuel pump because it immediately made pressure. But maybe that regulator is yeah, it's still up high. Maybe it needs a pressure regulator. This thing does look pretty crusty. Look, it's rusted there. Toasty. I feel like I hear a hiss there. Yeah, it looks like I've got a sluggish regulator potentially. Okay, it's the next day. And I haven't gotten it on the road since putting the new fuel pressure regulator on it, but it's shiny. I'm not smelling or seeing any fuel. This, of course, getting any rubber hose off of a part takes forever. So that was a bit of wiggling and doing my best to be gentle with it. Of course, you got to depressurize the fuel system when you do this. So crack it over there and open the gas cap. But yeah, it was just plug and play. This one even came, the Beck Arnley came with a rubber gasket as well. So I basically had to do nothing. Or, I mean, I just had to install it, and it came with that little rubber gasket installed. This is the old Denso. Keihin, Japan. Anyway, that's the old one. Came with that little gasket as well. So, or O-ring, I guess is specifically technically what it's called. But I need to get it on the road before I can actually tell you how it drives now. But yeah, very easy to replace. It's just the diagnosis that's tricky. And now I've got some speakers to install. Cheapo speakers, so yeah, not too bad. I think I'll get a fuel pressure tester sometime in the near future and test it again, just to be positive, because the videos that I saw on this process, one I saw was an early Chris Fix video, and he what did he do? The second that vacuum line was disconnected from the fuel pressure regulator on his V8, it just immediately popped up to high pressure mode and popped back down as soon as the vacuum was reapplied. So, well, I guess we can actually just yeah, it's Kind of pointless to check it without the gauge, but wow, look how low it revs. It idles when it gets that vacuum back. Anyway, I hope it gets better at self-regulating now. It's got that new valve on it. Yeah, time to do speakers.